I'm gonna take a look at it. He's got the other cameras working. Alright, senior moments are starting to line up. Alright, senior moments are kicking off. Everybody, do you have backstop camera back?
From a smile to a laugh. Well, thank you very much. Well, that's the other thing. Sometimes I look at the I'm all right with it.
Yes.
We're going to go number order, except Gunner and then Bryce will be the last two. Okay? Gunner and Bryce will be the last two. Just so you start, Bryce finishing up, and then we'll go out. We'll go on to me, and then we'll kind of make a run me up. Right, and then we'll take the next round. Okay? We went down there to get the drill.
Good morning and welcome to Wheaton Academy for today's varsity baseball matchup between the West Aurora Blackhawks and your Wheaton Academy Warriors. To begin this morning, we would like to recognize our seniors and their parents for their contributions to the Wheaton Academy baseball program. Number 1, Lucas Jackson. Lucas is escorted by his mother and father, Jason and Aggie Jackson. Lucas is a 4-year member of the Warrior baseball program. Currently, he is uncommitted for school next year, and his favorite memory in his time here is his senior year, getting a chance to play on the same team with his brother, Mark. Number 1, Lucas Jackson. Number 2, Brandon Keebles. Brandon is escorted by his parents, Dina and Chris Keebles. Brandon is a 4-year member of the baseball program and will be heading to North Central next year to play football and major in finance. His favorite memory is beating Montini last year in the regional championship. Number 2, Brandon Keebles. Number 6, Aiden Toll. Aiden is accompanied by his parents, Rob and Janelle Toll. Aiden is a 2-year member of the program and will be heading to Wheaton College next year to study Christian formation and ministry. His favorite memory is walking off IMG last year on our spring trip. Number 6, Aiden Toll. Number 10, Carson Miller. Carson is escorted by his parents, Jerry and Heather Miller. He is a 4-year member of the program and will be going to College of DuPage in the fall and will play baseball there while studying business. His favorite memory is our walk-off win against IMG last year on our spring trip. Number 10, Carson Miller. Number 18, Josh Hildy. Josh is escorted by his parents, Mark and Sarah Hildy. Josh is a 4-year member of the program and will be heading to Wheaton College in the fall to study applied health science. His favorite memory of his time will be winning regionals during his junior season. Number 18, Josh Hildy. Number 21, Gino Spinelli. Gino is accompanied by his parents, Robert and Rosie Spinelli. Gino is a 4-year member of the program and will be going to Wheaton College in the fall to play football and study business economics. His favorite memory is paintballing during our spring break time here when we didn't travel his freshman year. Number 21, Gino Spinelli. Gunner is accompanied by his parents, Debbie and Patrick Fitzpatrick. Gunner is a 3-year member of the program and will be going to North Central next year to study finance. His favorite memory is beating Montini in the regional championship game last year. Number 8, Gunner Fitzpatrick. Number 9, Bryce Legel. Bryce is accompanied by his parents Kent and Kim Legel. He is a 4-year member of the Warrior baseball program and will be going to Indiana Wesleyan next year to play baseball. His favorite memory of his time is during our spring break trip his junior year to Florida. Number 9, Bryce Legel. Coach Swider and the Warrior coaching staff would like to thank these players and their families for all they have done for this program during their time here. Both on and off the field, these families have made significant contributions to this program, and we are extremely grateful. You will all be very missed. For today's starting lineups. First for the visitors from West Aurora. Batting first, number 23, Mason Atkins. Batting second, number 31, Oscar Alexander. Third in the order, number 24, Zach Toma. Batting fourth, number 1, Alicio Listano. Fifth will be number 3, Jake Nedwood. At 6th, number 8, Henry Hinkle. Batting 7th, number 2, Chase Busey. Batting 8th, number 19, Elijah Campos. And rounding out the order, number 12, Nick Wise. The Blackhawks are coached by John Reeves and assisted by Bill Mitchinson and Preston Larison. And now for the starting lineups for the Wheaton Academy Warriors. Batting first, number 2, Brandon Keebles. Batting second, number 15, Dom Morell. Batting third, number 5, Jackson Fromm. At fourth, number 10, Carson Miller. Batting fifth, number 42, Mark Jackson. Batting sixth, number 22, Luke Lepotka. Batting seventh, number 1, Lucas Jackson. Batting eighth, number 8, Gunnar Fitzpatrick. And batting ninth, number 21, Gino Spinelli. The Warriors are coached by Justin Swider and assisted by Michael Swider, Brian Kolb, and Tyler Winner.
We are live from Wheaton Academy, and we are thrilled to bring you a great morning and afternoon of baseball. Today, we have the Wheaton Academy Warriors taking on the West Aurora Blackhawks. I am sophomore Jacob Erickson. Alongside with me is sophomore Caden Brown. And both of these teams have had successful seasons and look to end their season strong with a win today. Caden, who is a player to keep our eye out for?
A player that I really want to keep an eye on today is Jackson Fromm. He's batting an efficient .396 with 4 home runs. Another player I'd like to keep an eye on is Dom Morell, with an on-base percentage of .492 with 20 stolen bases. So 2 offensive forces there, looking to give the Warriors a win today.
Yeah, and on the mound for the Warriors today is Bryce Legel. He's had a great season so far, on and off the mound. Bryce Legel has pitched in a lot of these close games, and he's shown his dominance in these games for sure. Next year, he's going to go play baseball at Indiana Wesleyan University.
He is a senior. Today is his senior day, so kind of an emotional game for him and his family.
Yeah, Bryce Legel has a 4.14 ERA, 5 wins, 2 losses. Has a winning percentage of .714, so definitely a good arm on the mound today.
Another player I want to keep an eye on for West Aurora is Zach Toma. He is really a triple threat type player. He's a pitcher, but I believe he is hitting today in the 3 slot. So we can keep an eye on him and see how he fares against Bryce Legel.
In the field today for the Warriors, on the mound is Bryce Legel. Catching is Fitzpatrick. First base is Miller. Second base, Mark Jackson. Third base, Fromm. Third base, Lucas Jackson. In left, we got Spinelli. Center, Morell. And in right field is Brandon Keebles.
Up to bat for the Blackhawks, number 23, Mason Atkins.
Atkins leads off today. You know, the last game we had here, the Warriors really just dominated because of their pitching. And while it wasn't Legel, we can see how that tries to translate over to a tougher opponent.
That one's popped up Foul territory. Miller ranges over there, but it's over the fence. Foul ball. Atkins batting a .398 on the season, so great leadoff presence for him for sure. 39 hits with 16 RBIs on the season for him.
I think that's a kind of a tone setter there by Atkins, you know, just really trying to crank one, feel some contact early.
0-1. Nice pitch there by Bryce.
Strike two.
Upper left corner there.
That one a little bit outside there. 1-2 is now the count. Atkins fouled off the first, took the second one.
Ball outside. Batter working a nice at-bat here. Count is even at 2. Pitch. High ball 3. Makes the count full.
Really good at bat so far by both the pitcher and the hitter.
Pitch. That was low, ball 4. Inside part there, just missed. Run around first to start the game for the Blackhawks.
No, that was a great at bat. You know, fouled off the first one, took the second one, got a good feel of who's pitching to him, and then just went from there.
Up to the plate is Alexander Jr. He's batting at .385. 35 hits and 29 RBIs. Great 2 spot here.
Something I noticed earlier is kind of crowding the plate. Got his feet on the line.
Atkins leads off at first. Alexander in the box. Outside ball 2. 2-0 count now on Alexander.
I feel like Lego feels like he has to play on the outside because of how much Alexander's crowding the plate here. Really stepped up in the box.
Popped up, foul.
Two-one is the count.
Foul back, evens the count at 2.
Great job by Lego fighting back. You know, it was down 2-0 early. Time to foul both. Here's the pitch. Down and away. The count is now full. Man on first. Alexander Jr. looks to try to get on base here.
Foul back, stays in the count full.
Way to protect the plate there. Maybe a little bit outside.
Alexander Jr. looking to get something going here early on for the Blackhawks. The full count pitch. Strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Nice pitch there by Lego. 1 gone in the top of the first.
Here comes probably the most dangerous hitter on the team, Toma. I believe he's batting in the upper 300s, lower 400s. He is a left-handed batter here.
Yeah, Toma batting .471 on the season.
Wow.
Great stat line there. Along with that is 40 hits and 36 RBIs. He's a definite presence. Foul back, strike 1.
You can tell just for that first man. That's kind of a tone setter.
Yeah, if you're Toma, you're looking to follow up that strikeout with a hit here.
I like the aggressive by Lego there. He checked the runner at first, make sure everyone's minding their business.
Pitch. That one's low.
1-1 is now the count.
A 1 count on Toma.
One, 2 now the count. Lego looking for his second strikeout of the day to get 2 outs.
Big at bat here in the 3 spot. Thomas. Time is called. Steps off the rubber, Bryce. Recuperates. 1-2, 1 out the pitch. That one's low. Good block there by Gunner.
You can immediately tell that Tomic has a great eye. And that stat line shows it. 471, wow.
These first 3 at-bats for the Blackhawks, I mean, you got 3 stud players all batting in the upper 3s, upper 4s, and that one swung on and missed, strike 3.
That's big for Bryce there. You know, one of their best hitters gets a strikeout.
Huge,
Already 2 so far.
Huge momentum K. Now up to the plate. Steps Lascano. That one's driven in the air. He's under that to make that catch. That's the frame. Spinelli with a nice catch in left. 2 Ks and a pop out to start the game for the Warriors.
That's exactly how you want to start a ball game, you know. Just get 1 guy on base. Lego pitched pretty well, 2 Ks in the first inning. Very impressive.
For sure.
And just great defensive play in the field. We saw it in our last game that we did. We had some errors in the field that obviously got cleaned up. And just continuing their momentum here, trying to get a good win against a really good opponent.
On the mound today for the Blackhawks is Cooper Matheny.
Just an early observation here. I see him kind of using some off-speed pitches. A lot of movement, though.
Up to bat for the Warriors, number 2, Brandon Keebles.
Brandon Keebles steps up to the plate for the Warriors. Keebles batting at .343 on the season with 30 hits, or with 34 hits and 21 RBIs.
That one caught the outside. Strike 1.
That one's in there, strike 2.
Timeout by Keebles. Keeble's down 0-1 here. That one outside evens the count at ones. The 1-1 count now. That one away. Count is 2-1 now for Keebles. Batting a pretty good average so far. Leading off. 2-1 to Keebles. Fouls that one up. And the play is made.
Next up to bat for the Warriors, number 15, Dom Morell.
Dom Morell in the 2 slot today. He's been a great offensive force. I think he has 20 stolen bases. Doing just a fantastic job on the offensive end. An observation we made last stream was his ability to play small ball with the bunt. The pitch to Morell. Fouled back. Fouled back. The count is 0-1. The pitch. That one outside. 1-1's the count.
Dom Morell batting a .374 in the season. Shows bunt. It's a nice bunt. He's going to hustle that one out. Great bunt there by Dom Morell.
That was perfect timing. We did say that he's able to play the small ball, get a bunt down.
Up to bat for the Warriors.
We knew he has the speed too.
Number 5,
One of the team leaders in the speed category.
And then we have probably one of the most dangerous batters for the Warriors.
Jackson Fromm batting .396 on the season.
Matheny has to be careful here because Morell is a good base stealer. The pitch to Fromm. Popped up. As the Blackhawks get under it and the play is made. That's the second out.
Next up to bat for the Warriors, number 10, Carson Miller.
Carson Miller up to bat now. 2 outs. Gets that one, fouls it off. Miller, the 0-1. Tries to pick off Morell. Morell gets back safe. As we were saying, that we kind of have to be careful when you're watching Morell. He's a small, shifty runner. Here's the pitch. That one's outside.
Miller batting a .193 on the season. One of the seniors in this team.
That one down and away. Pitch to Miller. Strike 2. Morell gets back in time. 2-2 is the count now.
Two outs. Runner on first, bottom first. That one's hit up the middle off the pitcher's glove. He's going to be out at first. Way to stick with it for the pitcher there. We headed the second 0-0 game.
A great defensive battle so far. 2 really great defensive innings. Lego with 2 strikeouts and a pretty productive first inning. Also saw some great fielding plays by the Warriors. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and YouTube at The Real WaTV so you don't miss any sports live streams, chapels, and other Wheaton Academy events.
Grab that water bottle. I know you want one.
Bryce Lego back on the mound to start the second. That one's hit on the ground. Fielded by the third baseman, thrown just high. And he's going to receive a base hit on the air.
A little bit of a wild throw there by Lucas Jackson. Not what you want to see to start off top 2 here.
Trying to clean that up for later on.
Not the best play. Henry Hinkle showed bunt there for a ball, though. One out count here. The pitch to Hinkle shows bunt again. Gets off the bat. Lego makes the play, throws to first.
Runner does advance to second base, so runner in scoring position.
Great heads-up play there by Lego, picking up the ball, being aware of where everyone is. Number 2, Chase Usey. Pitch to Usey. That one away and outside. Outside and low. Usey crowding the plate. That one outside again. 2-0 now to Usey.
UC batting .262 on the season, 22 hits, 21 RBIs.
Lego and his catcher has a meeting trying to figure out what they're going to do here with a runner on second, 1 out, and a 2-0 count. Lego's had a pretty good outing today, some great plays made in the field, and also some great pitching. 2 strikeouts so far. I believe only 1 walk and 1 hit allowed.
Looking at some of these teams' records so far this season, Wheaton Academy is 13-6 at home, and West Aurora is 14-2 away. So West Aurora definitely has the upper hand in the away matchups here.
3-0 count now. That one is just a little bit outside.
In the last 10 games, Wheaton Academy has a 7-3 record, and West Aurora has an 8-2 record. So both of these teams are hot coming into this game. So both have a lot of momentum for sure.
3-1 count now. Here's the pitch to UC. Swinging and a miss for strike 2.
Full count now on UC. We'll see what pitch Price goes to here.
Great job by Bryce trying to fight back. Went down 3-0.
Clap start from the Blackhawk dugout. The pitch. That one's outside, ball 4. Close call. Runner on first and second now.
Warrior fan base. I'm not a big fan of that call. Now up to bat number 19, Elijah Cambos.
Strike on the outside part of the plate.
Men on first and second, 1 out.
Cambos batting a solid .235 on the season. Not a ton of hits, but gets on base. Foul back.
0-2 now. Warriors have to take advantage of counts like this when you get up early. Try something special here.
And even though some of the pitchers haven't been on Bryce's side with the calls, like he's throwing it in there.
He's keeping his composure.
0-2 count.
Really crowding the plate here.
Foul tip into the mitt, strike 3. 2 gone for Bryce Legel. Runner on first and second. And up steps Chase Furiano.
I like that composure by Bryce Legel there. You know, he saw that Kent was really crowding the plate. Basically had his foot on the base.
He did.
And it really just threw it some really nice pitches.
Not a lot of hits in this game. Actually, 0 hits in the hit column.
Just 1 error from Lucas Jackson and a lot of hit.
Ball outside. Overall, great at-bats from both of these teams. A lot of good foul ball protection. Good eye. I feel like a trend I'm getting from the Blackhawk dugout is they're making the pitcher pitch. You know, a lot of crowding the plate, making the pitcher throw strikes.
Really disciplined ball team.
That one's hit high, but foul. Off to the right side.
One, 2 is the count now.
Big pitch here from Bryce Legel. Batter calls time. Check things over. Pitch. Foul back, stays alive in the count, still 1-2.
1-2 now. We see really battling here, trying to protect the plate from Legel. Calls another timeout.
It's a great day here today in West Chicago.
Beautiful day.
Couple clouds in the sky, sun is shining. The 1-2. 2 outs. Outside, ball 2. Evens the count at 2. First and second.
Pitcher Morell fouls it off.
Foul back our way.
Really great at bat so far. Lego wanting to end this one out here with a strikeout.
Pitch. Outside, full count. Big pitch here. Full count. 2 outs. First and second.
6+ pitch at bat here.
This is huge for not only the Bryce's momentum, but the team's momentum going into the bottom half of the inning.
Full count for Reese here. Pitch.
Outside, ball 4. Base is now loaded for the Blackhawks. And Carson Bantz comes up to the plate.
Really tough at-bat there for Bryce. Was up 0-2. Reese really fought his way back. Fouled some really nice pitches off. Ended up just getting the advantage. Pitch from Legel.
Hit that one's high in fair territory. Jackson's under it and makes a catch. Way to get out of that jam, Bryce Legel. 0-0 ball game going into the bottom of the second.
Mark Jackson will lead off this bottom 2 after he made the play in the field.
Mark Jackson batting 180 on the season. (11 hits, 14 RBIs. He has 2 home runs on the season, so he has the power to get it done at the plate. Mark Jackson starting in second base today. Like Hayden said, coming off of a nice play.
Like you say, he does have the power to get it done. See what he can do here to start off this bottom 2. Pitch.
Popped up. Playable. And just
dropped.
He could have had it. Slid, tried to make the play. But it drops, and Mark Jackson gets a second chance.
Kind of a tone setter there. Really just shows it what he's capable of doing.
Hey, let's go, Mark.
Pitch.
In there, strike two, off speed for sure.
Let's go, Mark.
0-2 count quick. We'll see what Matheny can do here on Jackson. Jackson calls time.
Hey, you got it, Mark.
Mark Jackson's brother, Luke Jackson, starting at third base today.
He's a senior, too.
Senior. The 0-2. Jammed inside, popped up. Shortstop ranges in the outfield and makes that catch. Kind of jammed on that one, inside part of the hands.
Not a great contact there.
Still a 0-0 ball game here in the bottom of the second. No hits yet.
Pitch.
Swung on and missed. Lopaka in on this one.
Pitch. Just outside.
Luke Lopaka batting a .304 on the season, 17 hits, 9 RBIs. Pitch. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. Strike two.
1-2 is the count. Still no hits for either team. Really struggling in the box.
The
Here's
1-2.
pitch.
Hit on the line, and that one's going to drop for the first hit of the game for the Warriors. Lopaka gets on first with a single. Starts the inning strong.
Finally getting the bats moving for both teams. Put some energy back into this crowd.
Batting for the Warriors, number 1.
That brings
Lucas
us up
Jackson.
Lucas Jackson, the senior.
Brother of Mark Jackson, who flew out just 2 batters before him. Pitch. That one low.
Well-attended afternoon of baseball today from both the Blackhawks and the Warriors. Senior night.
Fouls that one off.
Towards the Warriors dugout.
The 1-1 to Jackson. That one outside and low. Nice pitch there, and couldn't really get it on the strike zone. Good eye by Jackson. 2-1. Low.
Lopaka goes to second base on the wild pitch. 3-1 count now on Jackson.
Dugout letting him know that this pitch has to be perfect for him to swing. 3-1. Swing and
Swung
a
on
miss.
and missed.
Full count now for Jackson. Man on second.
Hit on the line. That one's going to drop a base hit, and it goes past the left fielder. And the first run of the game is going to score an RBI double from the senior Lucas Jackson.
Wow.
1-0 Warriors.
Really nice at bat. Ends it with a really nice double that scores one.
Next up to bat for the Warriors, number 8, Gunnar Fitzpatrick.
Gunnar Fitzpatrick steps up to the plate here, starting at catcher today. Runner in scoring position, one gone, 1-0 Warriors. The pitch from Matheny. Fouled back into the netting.
Oh, 1 pitch.
Foul back 0-2 now for Gunner. Gunner Fitzpatrick batting pretty good this season. .258 batting average for Gunner.
Oh, 2 to Fitzpatrick.
That's playable. Ranges and makes a catch in foul territory. 2 gone now in the bottom half of the second.
Up to bat for the Warriors.
Tough
Number
break for the
21,
Warriors there after a
Spinelli.
nice RBI double there.
Spinelli up to bat now. 2 outs. Man on second.
Spinelli batting a 163 on the season.
Pitch. Shows bunt. Goes, and that's a strike.
Runner on second thought about going on that bunt, but didn't make any contact.
The 0-1. That one inside.
.2-0 now. Spinelli in left field today for the Warriors.
1-1.
That's hit on a line past the third baseman. That's going to drive in 1.
Jackson goes home.
Nice slide there. And he's in there. He's safe. Score is 2-0 now, Warriors.
Great base run there by Lucas Jackson, the senior, really showing out on
Up
his
to
senior
bat
day
for
so
the
far.
Warriors. Number 2, Brandon Keebles.
Keeble's up to bat now. Got some momentum going here for the Warriors, up 2-0 against a really great West Aurora team.
Crew chief out to talk to Matheny.
Matheny not having the best start to the day. 2 runs allowed. Had a pretty good first inning. Started to struggle a little bit here after that Lucas Jackson RBI double. Seniors really showing out today. Bryce Legel, scoreless through 2 so far. And Lucas Jackson with some great base running and an RBI double.
Keebles, 343 on the season. He's got 1 home run, 3 doubles, 3 triple six doubles. That one's in there, low part of the zone, strike 1. A 1 count now on Keebles.
So 1.
That one's foul back, 0-2 now.
Oh, 2 now for Keebles. Calls timeout. Oh, 2 now to Keebles. Pitch.
Jammed on that one. That one's caught by the shortstop to end the frame. Warriors score 2 on 2 RBI doubles. Great inning for Wheaton Academy there. Fitzpatrick returns to the catcher position. Bryce back on the mound.
Here to lead off this top 3, Alexander Jr.
He struck out in his last plate appearance.
Swing and a miss there from Oscar Alexander Jr.
Blew it by him with the four-seam there. Count is 0-1. That's hit on the ground to the Wheaton Academy dugout.
0-2 early here. Alexander Jr. really just has to slow it down a little bit. Looks like he's rushing himself. Count in favor of Bryce Legel, 0-2. Pitch.
That one's popped up, foul territory, over by the football fields.
Stays 0-2 here. Seemed frantic after that first swing and a miss.
He's protecting here on 0-2. The pitch to Alexander Jr. Strike 3. Got him on K. Second K of Alexander Jr.'s morning. Bryce is rolling here.
Zach Toma struck out in his last at-bat. A little more dangerous here, like we said. See if we can turn this around here in the top of the third.
Toma was a player to look out for heading into this game. Definitely a threat in the batter's box.
Legel giving him a run for his money so far. Really pitching a good game against him.
That was outside, ball 1. Toma at first base today.
Pitch.
High ball 2, Toma struck out in his last at-bat. Looking to change that. Pitch.
Called timeout before the pitch left the mound.
Two, 1 count on Toma. Pitch. That one's outside, 3-1 now. See if Bryce can climb back.
Pitch.
That one's hit on a line. Spinelli trips, and that one's going to hop over the wall for a ground rule double. First hit of the day for the Blackhawks. Ground rule double for Toma.
Looks like Spinelli kind of lost it in the sun there.
Yeah,
Really-
sun's in that direction.
Liscano up to bat now. Man on second, 1 out, 2-0 Warriors.
Liscano batting .310 on the day, and that's going to add to his hit total.
And Toma stays third.
Good throw there by Morell in center to hold the runner at third. Runners on the corners now with 1 gone. Catcher Fitzpatrick calling the play here with runners on the corners.
Only 1 out. Dangerous situation with a runner in scoring position with only 1 out. Pitch. just outside. Beautiful day.
Runner doesn't go. Thought about it.
Beautiful Memorial Day weekend for some baseball.
65 degrees and sunny. Just perfect weather.
Explains why so many people came out to the senior day game for Wheaton Academy. That pitch just outside makes the count 2-1.
It's 2-1.
Swing and a miss.
Runner thinks about going, doesn't go. Another swing and a miss from Jake.
Two is the count now. Pitch.
Just outside.
Full count now.
Blackhawk dugout starting the clap. Full count pitch. Foul ball stays alive. Still a full count here on Jake. Big at bat here with runner in scoring position, runner at first. Only one gone. Starts the clap up again. Checks on the runner on first.
Lego ready for this moment. Really wants to end this one with a strikeout.
Full count pitch to Jake. Got him, strike three. Great 3-2 pitch there. Now two gone with runners at the corners.
That's huge momentum of the Warriors, you know. A loud dugout from West Aurora.
Fromm was hyping up Bryce. Congratulating him.
One more here and the Warriors get out alive.
Henry Hinkle now. That one's hit. And that one's going to get through. First run scores for the Blackhawks today. RBI single there for Hinkle. Ball gets through the seam there. Now up steps Chase Usey.
Another crowding the plate at bat for UC. Really just feet on the line.
Nice pitch there by Bryce on the outside part of the zone. Runner on second thought about going, didn't go.
Pitch.
Outside. 1-1 count now on UC. Got him, swing and a miss. Now 2 strikes, 2 outs. Let's see if Bryce can limit the damage here in the third. The 1-2. That one's low. Pitch. That one's popped up. Keebles is under it and makes that catch. That's 3 outs, and that ends the frame in the third. The Blackhawks score 1. It's a 2-1 ball game heading into the bottom half of the third inning.
leave them dead on the road. Along with possum and coon. Crazy squirrel.
Up to bat for the Warriors, number 15, John Morell.
Don Morell steps in.
Morell here had a bunt single earlier in this game. That one just outside.
Don Morell has 20 stolen bases on the team, which
Pitch.
leads the team.
Just outside.
Like we said earlier, this is the final game for both of these teams, so looking to end their season on
Before-
a strong note
Before the postseason.
before the postseason. That one's hit high in the air, deep. And that one is gone. Don Morell, home run. Hits that one out, makes the score 3-1. Don Morell touches them all. 3-1 ball game.
What a hit from Morell. Single run, home run.
Great celly there from the Warriors.
Batting for the Warriors.
Huge momentum
number 5,
boost there.
Jackson From.
And now we have one of the most powerful hitters
That's
to follow that
Dom's
up.
first home run of the season.
in the final game of the regular season.
That's awesome. Caught that one on the inside part of the plate. And Don Morell's had a great season so far in his junior year. That one's inside. 1-1 count now on From. Going back to that homer, he just barreled that one up. Center, drove it out to the scoreboard and left.
The 1-1 here.
Got it the outside part of the plate. 1-2 now on From. No outs here. We're in the third.
Nearly halfway through this one. Warriors lead 3-1.
Just outside. Evens a count at 2.
Two.
Jammed on the inside part. That one's going to be caught by the second baseman. One gone here in the inning. And upstate's Carson Miller. Another senior
Number
on this
10,
team. He's
Carson
going to COD, College of DuPage, next year. Carson Miller starting at first base today. He also pitches on the team.
Pitch. Just outside.
The 1-0. That one's outside. Ball 2. Foul back into the netting. Swing and a miss, strike two. 2-2 count now on Carson Miller. On deck is Mark Jackson, the second baseman.
Only one out for the Warriors so far.
Hits that one fair. Back to the pitcher. Fields that one cleanly. Throws it to Toma to get the out. 2 gone now in the third.
Next up to bat for the Warriors, number 42, Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson up to the dish today. On his last plate appearance, he had jammed pop out.
Pitch to Jackson.
Hit up the middle. Fields it cleanly, throws it to first, and gets the out. That's the end of the frame, but not before Don Morell goes yard to make the score 3-1. Fielding change for the Warriors. Dallas Johnson comes in for Lucas Jackson at third.
Great game for the Warriors so far. We saw a home run from Don Morell, something that no one's seen all season. Up to bat now, number 19, Elijah Campos. Lego stays on the mound through 3. Top 4 now.
Campos batting at .235 on the season. 12 hits, 9 RBIs.
That one high there for ball 1.
He does have 1 home run this season. That one's popped up, foul territory. Looking back on this game so far, I mean, Bryce Lego, he's pitching a really solid game today. Just that one inning where there's runner on first and third and the ball hit to left. But beside that, I mean, he's striking out a lot.
Good pitch.
Forcing ground balls, pop-ups. Not much to complain about for Bryce.
One ball, 2 strikes.
2-2.
Shot front, let's go 9.
Two count now. The delivery from Bryce. Tries to go to the curveball there. Ump doesn't bite. Count is full now on Campos. The clap starts from the dugout. The pitch. That one's upstairs for ball 4. Runner on first to start the inning for the Blackhawks.
I like that from Bryce, though. You know, didn't get the strikeout, but threw some really nice pitches. Really established what type of player he is, and just didn't come out the way he wanted.
Looking at the infield, Dallas playing a little bit in here. Looking to force double play, possibly. Dallas seeing the bunt, charges in.
Number 12, we see now.
Weiss batting .321 on the season. That one's in there, strike. 1-1 count now.
Pitch, shows bunt again.
2-1 count on Weiss. Shows bunt again. Pops it up back our way. Almost went over the net.
Pretty competitive at bat here. 2-2 now. Top 4, no outs, man on first. Pitch.
Shows bunt again. Lays that one down in fair territory. Fitzpatrick collects, throws it to first. Nice play there by Gunnar Fitzpatrick
Sacrificed
to get
himself
that out.
to get the runner on second, too.
Now steps Atkins. He's batting .398 on the season.
One out, man on second. Warriors lead 3-0.
Pitch. Popped up, fair territory. Mark calls for it. Runner does not go from second to third, and now there's 2 gone.
It looked like a great start for the inning for the Blackhawks. Now was turned into a 2-out man on second, with Oscar Alexander Jr. stepping up to the plate now, who's had not the best outing.
No, 2 Ks for him so far in the game. Looking to turn that around. That one's hit on a line. That's going to get down. First hit of the day for Oscar Alexander Jr. That's going to drive in 1 to shrink the Warriors' lead down to only a 3-2 ball game, to bring up one of the best hitters in the game, Toma.
Coming into this game, we had him as a player to watch for. So far, he's not lived up to expectations with only 1 hit.
Struck out his first at-bat. Got on base his second. Runner on first base, 2 gone, 3-2 ball game. The pitch from Bryce is inside, ball 1. That one's hit on a line, and Mark Jackson catches that one to end the frame.
He's had a really great fielding day. Maybe 3 plays made in the field.
Yes, he has. Bryce gets out of another jam, only allowing 1.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at TheRealWaTV, where you won't miss any Warrior sports updates, chapels, any other events happening at Wheaton Academy.
Batting for the Warriors, 22, Luke Lepeka.
Lepeka steps into the batter's box. He's got a single in the game already.
Bottom 4 here. Warriors up by 1 run. Pitch.
That one's fouled back our way. 0-1.
Oh, 1. No outs for the Warriors.
Lepeka batting 304 on the season. That one's hit high in the air. Center fielder is under it and makes a catch. 1 gone in the bottom of the 4th.
Next up to bat for the Warriors, number 13, Dallas Johnston.
In comes Dallas Johnson. He replaced
Lucas
Jackson at third, so we'll see what he can do here.
Good take there by Johnston.
Dallas batting 236 on the season. That one's hit high in the air. Right fielder's under it. He makes that catch. 2 quick outs for the Blackhawks in the bottom of the 4th.
Batting for the Warriors, number 8, Gunnar Fitzpatrick.
Fitzpatrick up to bat now.
Fitzpatrick has had a nice game behind the plate so far in this one.
Shows bunt, gets down,
It's gonna
goes foul. Oh, 1 count now.
Yeah.
Pitch to Fitzpatrick, low. Evens the count at 1s. The 1-1 fouls that one off. Count is now 1-2. Warriors lead by 1. The count is 1-2. 2 outs. Fitzpatrick. The pitch. That one a little bit outside. Evens the count at 2s.
Two outs. No runners on for the Warriors.
2s.
Nathany has allowed 3 runs so far in this game.
No pitching changes from either team
No.
so far. Both like what they're seeing from their defense. Full count now to Fitzpatrick.
That one's fouled back. count remains full. A great at bat here.
Full count, 2 outs. Warriors lead by 1. Bottom of the 4th.
Matthew. Wind up. Foul back right our way.
Got him.
Fouled back our way. Full count.
Way to battle.
Great at bat. 8th and 9th pitch of the at bat here. Huge battle. Trying to stay alive. Full count, 2 outs. Pitch. That one's low, ball 4.
Great battle there.
Fantastic at bat there by Gunnar Fitzpatrick to keep the inning alive for Gino Spinelli.
Batting for the Warriors, number 21, Gino Spinelli.
Pinch runner here for the Warriors. It's number 6, Aiden Toll.
Senior.
Yeah, one of the seniors. Spinelli takes low, ball 1.
After a while, just like, even if you aren't having a good day, you're still doing it.
Low, ball 2. Fitzpatrick stays at first.
Two-0 count now. Still bottom of the 4th.
That one hit on a line right
Good ball, Gino.
to Toma. A screamer to the first baseman, but he makes that play.
Really heads up play there.
Gino.
First baseman, Toma.
We go to the 5th. Still a 2-3 ball game.
We're back here, top of the 5th. 1-0 count now. Pitch. Swing and a miss.
Bryce back on the mound to start the 5th.
Liscano batting now. 2-1 count to him. Pitch. Fouled back our way. Catcher got a little banged up on that one. Has a talk with his pitcher.
Liscano batting .310 on the season. 31 hits, 29 RBIs. He has a homer. We'll see what he can do here in this one-run ball game.
2-2 count. Pitch.
Hit on a line, but foul.
Two count. Pitch from Legel.
Hit on the ground. Fields it cleanly, gets to first.
Safe.
He was off the bag. Miller clearly not happy with that call.
Coach Swider wants to go have a talk with the first base umpire about that one.
Umpire's going to come together to review it.
A little confusion here between the officiating.
It was a bang-bang play at first. Here's the replay.
As they call him safe. Miller still not sold on the fact that he was safe.
Play continues.
Pitch shows bunt.
Fine, you're good.
It's in a foul territory for the 0-1.
We'll see how many innings Bryce has left in him. He's pitched 4 great innings so far.
One. Shows bunt again. Gets down that time. Legel throws to first, and the play is made. 1 out now for the Blackhawks.
1 runner in scoring position.
Advanced Liscano to second base.
Hinkle up to the dish. He had a nice at-bat, single his last time up. One gone, runner on second, the pitch. Popped up, high in the air. Keebles is under it. He makes a catch. Runner does not tag. Good throw in to hold him.
2 outs now.
2 gone.
UC up to bat.
Still no movement in the Warriors dugout, the Warriors bullpen. Bryce looking good out there so far in this one.
Pitch.
Runner goes for third. Throws down. And he's just under the tag. Steals third, now with a runner on third. We'll see what Bryce goes to here. Looks like Johnson had a hard time getting the ball, getting the mitt down.
0-1 count now to UC.
UC very much so crowding the plate. Back foot is on the line. Making him throw strikes. That one's low and away. Count is now 2-1.
Come on, Bryce.
2-1 pitch now.
That
Delivers
one's
it.
low. 3-1, 2 gone. Runner on third. Big point in this game. Warriors looking to keep this 1-run lead in the 5th. 3-1, 2 outs. Runner on third, the pitch. That one's high, ball 4. Runners are now at the corners. With 2 gone. And up steps Campos. 235 batting average. As the crew chief comes out to talk to the squad. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page at Wheaton Academy for all live updates on sports live streams, chapels. You can watch past chapels, past live streams.
We do have some movement in the bullpen over there.
It's Josh Hildy warming up in the bullpen. Bryce remains out there, looking to finish this inning. Might be his last inning of work. Runner goes. The 0-1 count. Runner on second and third. Nice pitch there. Now 0-2. 0-2. 2 gone. Top of the 5th. Huge point in this game. Runner on second and third. The pitch from Bryce Legel. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Gets out of the jam. Great outing from Bryce Legel today. That might have been his last batter, but finishes strong with that one, with the K.
Bottom 5 now. Warriors up 1 run. Looks like Dom Morell will be the first hitter of this bottom 5th inning.
Matheny back on the mound to start this bottom half of the
Up to bat
5th.
for the Warriors, Number 2, Brandon Keebles.
Keebles leading off.
Mark.
Pitch to Keebles. Strike on the outside line. Goes back to a similar spot, just a little outside that time.
Pitch. That's hit high in the air, deep, and that one is off the wall. Just missed a home run there. He's gonna stretch for 3, and he's gonna get in there safely. Nice triple there. Brandon Keebles starts off the inning with a triple, just shy of a home run.
A little bit more on that one, and that would have been gone.
Batting for the Warriors, number 15, Dom Morell.
Don Morell, who did have that power to get it over the wall, is up to bat now.
He's got a homer in his last at-bat, like Caden said. We'll see what he does here with a runner on third. This is a prime opportunity for the Warriors to strike again. Pitch. Foul back our way. Count is 0-1.
Oh, 1.
Hit. Ground ball. Nice field by second baseman. He goes home. He's going to be safe at home. Keebles scores to make the score 4-2.
A little bit of acrobatics there from
A
Keebles.
little bit of acrobatics. Interesting choice to go home there. Dom reaches on an infield base hit.
Up
Batting for the
4-2
Warriors,
now.
Number 5, Jackson
Jackson
Fromm.
Fromm steps in.
From up to bat.
Haven't seen a lot from him on the plate so far. Looking to change that.
No, not really. Very inside pitch there for first ball.
That one hit on a line, foul.
He leads the team with the highest batting average. Not the best outing from him so far today.
Fromm batting .396 on the season.
That one low, outside.
It's 2-1. Hit on a line. Make the catch in right. Runner gets back. First out of the inning there.
Up to bat for the Warriors, number 10, Carson Miller.
Carson Miller steps in.
Pitch. Morell
Quick pitch.
goes.
Stolen base for Di Morell.
Look, that is his 21st stolen base.
Team leading. Now runner on second and scoring position for Carson Miller.
The 1-0.
That one hit on
Gets
a
up
line
the
through the gap.
Morell.
They're holding Dom at third. Base hit for Carson, and that brings up Mark Jackson.
Up to bat for the Warriors, number 42, Marks Jackson.
Jackson up to bat now with runners on the corners.
Pitch to Mark Jackson. Strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-1. This may be Matheny's last inning of work here. Mark calls time. Pitch. Foul back. Count is now 0-2.
Chase on that one a little bit. Still a good swing.
Pitch. Swung on and missed.
Go, Lincoln. Pick him up.
Strike 3.
A new face coming up to bat, Lincoln
Up
Park.
to bat for the Warriors, number 4, Lincoln Park.
Lincoln, one of the better pitchers on the team.
He's batting .238 though.
Catcher and pitcher have a conversation about how they're trying to end this inning without having Morell touch home plate.
Hey, let's go, Park. Good hack, Carson.
Pinch runner here for the Warriors. Christensen comes in for Miller.
1-0 count for Park here.
Outside 2-0. The 2-0 from Matheny. Outside 3-0 now.
3-0 in favor of Park. Has to be perfect for him to swing here.
Pitch. That's high. It's a strike. 3-1 now.
I like that take by Park. Not his pitch. Up 3-0.
Come on, Lincoln.
Don't have to swing.
Throw the ball here.
Pitch. That one's fouled back.
Fouled back towards the Warrior fan base. 3-2, full count.
Hit on a line. Shortstop fields it, goes to second for the out. That's the frame. 4-2 Warriors. We head to the 6th inning.
Pitching change here. Josh Hildy on the mound now for Bryce Legel, whose day is done. Hildy on the mound now. Start this top 6. First pitch low. 1-0 now. That one hit deep center.
And that one's gonna get over the wall. First homer of the game for the Blackhawks. Shrinks the Warriors' lead to 1. Nice homer there.
That was number 25, Braden Williams.
That was his first home run of the season.
Rough start for Hildy.
Early homer for him, looking to clean that one up. Homers in the game from Williams and Morell. That one's hit on a line. Johnson picks it up, throws to third, and gets him. Great fielding play there by Dallas Johnson.
Very well done.
Gets the out at first. Up to the plate steps Alexander Jr. He has 2 Ks and a base hit in the game.
Pitch from Hildy.
Goes to the curveball there, but just as low.
That one high. Pitch.
Nice strike there by Hildy. 2-1 count now on Alexander Jr. Pitch. That one's popped up our way.
Two.
2-2 count. 3-4 ball game. We're in the 6th. Goes the curveball there. Hits it on the ground to the second baseman. Fields it cleanly and gets the out at first. Mark Jackson, nice fielding play there. Two gone in the 6th. That one's outside, ball 1 on Toma.
One-oh.
Nice pitch.
1-1 count now on Toma. High ball 2. 2-1 count now on Toma with 2 gone. In the 6th. That's hit high in the air, deep to center. And that one is caught by Dom in center. Great catch to end the 6th. Uses that speed in center. And we are now joined by Jacob York, former baseball player and part of the WA TV. How are we doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing on this great Saturday afternoon?
We are doing great. What have you seen so far in this game?
You know, it's senior day, right? So you want to play some of the seniors, some guys who maybe haven't gotten the same amount of opportunities as the others. But, you know, it's been great. One thing I like about this Warriors team this year as opposed to years before is you got guys stepping into new roles, right? For my senior class last year and then the year before, you had a lot of long-term starters who were starters their sophomore through senior year, and this year you got new guys stepping into roles. So I like seeing guys like Dallas be able to make that play at third base and stuff like that. Guys like Luke Lepaka striping the ball in right field. So you got some scrappers on this team, which is nice, and I just feel like overall this team's a pretty speedy team as well. I like the speed on the bases, something that I don't have personally, so I'm a little jealous. But
yeah, looking back to last year, I mean, you guys had a great season, one of the best records in Wheaton Academy history. So what was a main part of that, and what were some of your favorite memories from that last season?
Yeah, I mean, the thing about I always tell this to people about our team last year is, you know, we had guys who maybe weren't the best baseball players overall. Like, we played some really, really good teams with a lot of talent, but we had guys who were just competitive. Like, I think of like a guy like Will Ostrom. Will Ostrom, when it comes to being a lights-out high school pitcher, didn't throw very hard, but, man, he won a lot of games, and it's because he was competitive and he knew what he was good at and didn't try to be something bigger than himself. But even more than that, you just had guys that wanted to win. Like, there was 13, a lot of
Dallas Johnston.
Unselfish play. I know that's not a word, but it was a lot of unselfish play. And so guys like Nate Burden who wanted to be a two-way and just ended up sticking to pitching and just being really good at that. Eric DaCosta, you know, didn't even play in the field that much and DH'd a lot, and that's might get fair. Just foul. But, yeah, you just had a lot of unselfish players, and you got younger guys like Jackson Fromm. You know, he's older this year, but step up into big roles, and just overall the team was great. And some of the favorite memories, you know, always the spring break trips were great. You know, my personal favorite was the home run against St. Francis because, you know, I never have to go back there again, and that was great. And it was against all my friends, too, so you got to love that, too. But, yeah, no, overall it was a great team, and I was glad that we were able to accomplish what we did. Obviously, I thought we had more in the tank, but I'm grateful for the experience we had.
Yeah, and that one's going to be grounded fair. Dallas Johnson gets on base.
Way to go, Dallas!
Nice hit there by Dallas.
Attaboy. That's what we're talking about. You got guys like Dallas who, you know, younger guys don't have a lot of experience, but trying to make a impact on the team, especially late in season. You know, Dallas gets in the game, makes good play at third base. Now he's got a hit under his belt. Maybe Swider ends up using him for a pinch hit at bat or a late defensive change in the playoffs. So, you know, the lineup card, you know, changes every single day, so you just never know what can happen. I think this is the guy that the Warriors are going to miss a lot over the next couple of years, Gunnar Fitzpatrick. Really great catcher.
That'll be popped up and caught by the catcher. Yeah, like you were saying, he's had a great season so far behind the plate catching, but he's also a great hitter too. So
for sure, and
definitely,
you know, just uncharacteristic. I know Gunner's not a bunter. You
Next
know,
up
you got to be able to get it down in any given situation, no matter what your role is on the team. But yeah, the thing that was great about Gunner last year is people see Gunner because he doesn't give off the most like aggressive defensive catcher of all time.
Sure.
That's gonna be a great piece there by Gino.
Gino is gonna go to 2. Confusing on the base paths. He doesn't have time to get back because of the wild throw, but.
So, yeah, that's a bit of a wild play. But what was great about Gunner is he doesn't give off the most aggressive defensive posture or presence back there. So a lot of guys do find the will to run on him, but they get thrown out a lot. So that was something I really enjoyed, especially playing shortstop because there's always action up the middle. But yeah, Gunner did a great job throwing guys out last year. And then I know he's hurt right now, but Eli Tate, he managed the catching position pretty well last year too. So, and he's a great hitter as well. They're gonna love him next year behind the plate once he gets healthy again. So. But yeah, you're finishing up the year here at school. You got finals this week.
Finishing up. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, this is, for the people watching, this is the last live stream that we're doing. So thanks for sticking around this year. But make sure to continue watching next year, and we'll definitely get more live streams. But then the fall, football, soccer, and all those. So
you got a favorite live stream moment from this year?
There was this one basketball game. It was against Timothy. That was super fun to call because it was just super up tempo. super energetic. So that
Sure.
was one of my favorite times to commentate. But I mean, all these are super fun to do. Great games. Even the blowout ones are fun to do too. Just great offense, especially in baseball. But
Yeah, so I'll give you a funny story. My first ever basketball game that I commentated here at Wheaton Academy was the opening night for Wheaton Academy against Bartlett High School my junior year.
Yep.
Not only was every possible space in the Warrior Dome packed out, game went to triple overtime.
Jeez.
And to end the regulation, Derek Schlembecker banked in a buzzer beater from
I
10
remember
feet out
this.
the
I remember
three-point line.
this.
So not
Oh,
only
that's
was it my
electric.
best friend banking in a three-pointer
That's
at the
electric.
time, but then we went to triple overtime. That was the first time I ever commentated basketball too. So, I'm learning the ropes on just a
that's
absolute
awesome.
banger of
Yeah.
a game. So no, that
That's
was
so
a crazy,
fun. Yeah.
crazy moment. A couple crazy moments I had on the broadcast here at Wheaton Academy because, over my time here, and we're all fortunate that Wheaton Academy sports is pretty good at this
Yep.
in this last 5-year stretch. So
Yep.
you got another one this year with the Warriors on the baseball field. So
Yeah. The Warriors got a great record, looking at 20-14. We'll see how they do in the postseason play.
Up to bat
Later
for
this
the
week.
Warriors.
yeah,
Number 2,
Warriors with a tough pull of
Peebles.
Canelan in the opening round, and and Canelan's hosting the regional as well. So bit of a tough pull for the Warriors in the bracket. But the great thing about it is the Warriors played Canelan, and they ended up getting slaughtered by them in the first couple weeks of the season. But that was their 5th game of the year. I was talking to Coach Swider about this, and when that happens, there's 2 things you got to look at. One, you already know that this opponent's good, so the Warriors are going to have to size them up a little bit and really prepare well in order to beat them. So that's a good thing for the Warriors. The thing about Canelan is they slaughtered Wheaton Academy, so they're going to come into that round like it's a cakewalk, and they're just going to be able to walk over Wheaton Academy, which is not going to be the case because we know the Warriors are a better team than what they showed in that game. So I think that's going to be a much closer game. That's a brutal call on Brandon Keebles right there, but I think it's going to be a much better game than a 13-0 Warrior loss. But still, you're going to Canelan, playing them as the number 1 seed. It's just a tough pull, but the Warriors can do it.
That one's gonna
Fall.
get down for a base hit. Dallas is gonna come home, play at the plate. And he needs to be under the tag, and he's gonna be safe.
That ball scooted away right at the last second. I think the throw might have beaten him.
Yeah, I think it did.
But the ball scoots away from the catcher right at that last second.
Yeah, Keebles goes to second on that one. Great
Next
play
up to
by
bat for
him
the
to
Warriors,
increase the
number
lead to 2.
15,
Yeah, that's a huge hit
Morell.
from Brandon Keebles. You're up 4-2. You give up that bomb early last inning, and then things slowly getting away from you. Another ball that went to the wall. Dom was able to keep it in, which is great. But things are slowly slipping away from you. You need a big hit there to change the momentum, and now the Warriors get a little bit more of a comfortable lead.
Yeah, 2-run lead is definitely better than 1. And Dom Morell hit a homer earlier this game. 2 runners in scoring position. Huge chance for him.
Yeah, huge swing for Dom. I think a lot of people underestimate him because of his size. And
Yep.
it's funny because I always told Dom last year, don't even try to make up for that with a powerful swing, because when the ball hits his bat, he's got really good bat speed and he travels his hands through the zone really, really well. So he really packs the power that a lot of little guys really can't.
Sure.
Yeah, Brandon Keel's having a huge year this year for the Warriors. Needed him to step up. Him and Gino have kind of been the staple for the back of the lineup for the last 2 years of the Warriors. And after all of our seniors left last year, you knew they were going to have to step up into bigger roles. And Brandon goes from being a 6 or 7 hitter to the 1 hitter, and he's really been phenomenal at the plate this year. I think he's batting over 300, so he's had a great year and driving the ball to all fields. The great thing about Brandon is Brandon's going on to play college football, so he's just such a strong athlete and just really coordinated, and has always been that way. And he's just really, really fast, so he makes up for maybe not having the greatest swing of all time. He's got a really beautiful swing, but maybe not the best one on the entire team, but he just legs out a lot of balls, and it makes him just such an asset on the baseball field. And he's gotten so much better this year, and that's
Batting
one
for
thing
the
about Brandon. I
Warriors,
noticed in the
number
first game,
5,
his swing has just
Jackson
grown
Fromm.
so much in this 1 year, and he deserves to be a 1-hitter and probably an all-conference player for the Warriors this year.
That was a previous play. It was a pop out there to Toma. But yeah, going back, we look at the start of the season compared to now. a lot of improvement. I mean, started the season, we didn't have the best start, especially on our spring break trip down in Florida. Didn't have the best games there, but we really turned a corner, and so we've kind of got on this hot streak, this 7-3 last 10 games. So we're looking really good to end the season.
Yeah, and I think the narrative changed a little bit for the Warriors this year, right?
Yep.
You know, last couple of years we've been really, really good. We've swept both spring break trips the last 2 years before this one. And so the Warriors kind of got punched in the face a little bit. They get knocked down, and they got to prove that, you know, they're still a good ball club and they're still here to belong. So you got guys like, this is a huge piece, Jackson Fromm. You know, he's a great hitter. And just a really good defender, too. He's able to come in and take over the job at shortstop. And so, you know, there's no better replacement for me out there. He's done every bit as good a job as I did, and maybe even better. So he's a great hitter, and he provides a little bit more of a power punch than maybe some of the other guys did in years past. But he's a leader, and he's only a junior, too, so the Warriors are going to maintain him for the next year.
And there's a base hit. That's going to drive in 2. Jackson Fromm drives in 2, increases the lead for the Warriors. That's huge.
That is a huge swing right there for the Warriors. You know, Fromm's 0 for 3 going in that at bat, right? 3 good swings.
Next up to bat,
he got jammed
number
twice
10,
and then popped out to right
Carson
field.
Miller.
He knew it was coming eventually. I actually told his dad a couple innings ago I thought he was going to go yard in this at bat. So good swing there by Jackson. Brings in 2 huge runs for the Warriors, and now the Warriors are in cruise control going into this last inning.
Struck on the lower half.
Pitcher's got some good velocity behind it. He's spinning the ball well. You can see to lefties that ball is kind of running off the plate away from him. So that ball that's starting middle is end up on the corner, and it's just a tough pitch to hit for Carson, especially like same pitch right there, fouled off. You know, starts middle, ends up running to the corner, and there's about only one thing you can do with that, which is either put it right on the line or hit it foul. So Carson does a good job battling in there, and hopefully he's able to put this one in play. So I know you've watched a lot of the team this year. Who's a guy on the team that stands out to you this year as maybe a spark plug for the team who's got a bigger role in the team this year?
Yeah, I mean, Don Morell, he's only a junior this year, senior next year, but he just has this, like you were saying, just a small dominant presence on the field that
dominant presence. I see what you did there.
that could be pretty big next year, especially for being a senior, but.
Sure, and Dom's going to have a lot of chances to break some Warrior records, too.
Yes.
He's one of the only sophomores I've ever seen to have as good of an average as he had. A lot of guys in my class, you know, we were just shy of 300, and Dom batted 420 last year. So he had quite the season, and you know he's going to be great for the Warriors in years past and or in years to come. And he's had a great year this year. I know he struggled early part of the year, but he really picked it up, and he's had some 4-for-4 games, some 5-for-5 games, and just really tacking on hits and being a good presence at the top of the lineup for the Warriors, especially in that 2-hole batting behind Brandon Keebles that's tremendous.
Yeah, another thing that I love about Dom is just his speed on the base paths too. He leads the team in stolen bases, and so not only can he hit, but when he's on, he can run. And so if he's in a tight game and he's on second base and he can hustle home, like he has that ability. So.
Yeah, and another thing I love about Dom's game, and he showed it off in the first inning, is Dom is a very comfortable baseball player when he's going well. When things are good, he's so confident. Like, first inning of the game, he takes a swing, fouls it off, I think, and then goes to bunt. And so he moves that third baseman back in almost to the grass and then bunts, and it just goes really well. So overall, just Dom's a really confident player. And I think when things are going well and he's firing on all cylinders, he has just a great opportunity to be just really dynamic and do a lot of different things for the Warriors. Like, he showed it today. Bunts for a base hit, then hits a ball over the wall opposite field. So he's just a dynamic player and plays a very, very good center field too.
He does. We saw that on that nice play in center a couple innings ago.
Yeah, and he's got a good arm out there for a little guy too. So he's done a great job, and that ball's gonna go all the way to center field on the warm-up throw. But yeah, he's been great, and Dom's little brother's coming up too. He's just as good of a defender as I've heard, so he's pretty good.
new arm for the Warriors to start the top half of the 7th.
Got Aiden Toll out there. He's a pretty good arm. Left side, got a lot of run on his fastball. Doesn't have the most velocity ever, but one of these seniors in this decorated group, and he's going to come in and try to close out this game. Can't ask for a better day of baseball today, can you?
No, you cannot. It's just beautiful out.
Yeah, you go across the diamond. That's another thing about the Warriors, that you got a lot of young talent. You got Carson Miller, or a lot of just untested talent this year. You got Carson Miller at first base. You know, he hasn't been a starter for the Warriors in years past. He's a senior this year. Got Mark Jackson at second. He's a really young guy. Got Fromm, who hasn't played shortstop for the Warriors. Played a little bit last year when I came into pitch, but that was about it. He played second base for us last year, though. And then you got Dallas, who also didn't get a lot of reps at the varsity level last year. The only real experience you got is Brandon and Gino in the outfield, and Dom. That's a great play by Mark Jackson right there.
Mark Jackson, we've seen a couple of those plays today of him ranging out to right, but also last game we commentated he had a great diving stop at the second base position, so definitely a spark in this team for the next couple years.
Yeah, he's a great defender, and, you know, he's young, so the bat's going to come around. He's got a great swing. You know, he's, for his class, supposed to be one of the more decorated infielders in the state of Illinois. He's just, his stats haven't really shown what he can do and what I think he's capable of this season, but he's going to be quite the threat and going to be a top of the lineup bat for years to come for the Warriors.
No doubt.
But it's funny, you go around the diamond outside of Gunner behind home plate, like the whole infield is pretty untested coming into this year, but then the whole outfield is the exact same as it was last year, which is super nice for the Warriors that you have that stability out there. And then you got guys like Bryce Legel and Carson Miller as well, who's also have gotten some time on the mound, and Bryce is pretty good at what he does, and just showed why today. He throws the ball pretty hard, he got good movement, and he's just in command out there, so he did a great job today. The other thing I think Coach Swider's done a good job of this year is, in years past, especially when I've been here, we've had some depth, but we didn't really need it because the guys on the field at all times were the guys he needed out there. And it's funny because this year he's got a lot less experience out there, so he's having to filter guys in and out constantly. Like guys like Luke Lepaka. Luke Lepaka was a guy that a lot of people weren't sure whether the role he was going to have on the team, and he comes in, he's DHing almost every single game and getting hits, and he might not stay in the game the whole time every day, but he's out there getting hits and scoring runs for the Warriors, which is huge.
Yeah, it's second out of this inning. But yeah, great game today from the Warriors. I mean, you got the bats going, one or no errors in the field today, so just very clean baseball, holding this dominant Aurora team to only 3 runs, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, it's been a great game from the Warriors overall. They fought, you know, I don't think the Warriors had their very best stuff today. They weren't firing on, 100% cylinders. Had to get the bats going a little bit in those middle innings, but overall they just fought really well, and that's what I love about this team. This team's really scrappy. Got a lot of guys who just want to compete and go out there and get the job done in whatever way, you know. You have Don with the one long ball today, which is great, or from the Warrior side, I mean. But other than that, it was just scrappy hits, walking, getting on airs, and whatever you need to do. And Dallas almost comes up with that one. Great try by Dallas there.
That would have been a highlight play for sure, but runner on first now.
Yeah, if you're Aiden Toll here, you gotta go right at him because you don't want them to get a little bit of momentum and try to get back in this game. The last 3 outs of the game, the first 3 outs are always the hardest. And if you're Aiden Toll, you got to go right at him and just don't let one potential mistake develop into a lot. But Dallas laid out on that play, great effort, just popped right out of the glove.
That one's outside.
Last 3 outs always the toughest to get. Aiden Toll doing a great job coming in the last inning, playing the closer role today.
Upstairs. Ball 2.
That's a tough pitch to take as a hitter. So got to compliment the hitter here from the opposing team, because that's a ball that's running away from him the whole time. Same one as that, and especially when Toll is painting that outside part of the plate, that ball's starting over the plate and ending up just up or just off. And so, so number 2 really fighting really well here for the opposing team, and to try to extend this inning and extend this game ultimately.
Yeah, I think one thing we've seen this game is the patience from the pitcher, because, I mean, like this batter especially, like they're on the line, like they're not giving the pitcher anything easy. So seeing these pitchers just throw it in there, force plays in the field, but also we've seen a lot of strikeouts, especially from Bryce in the first couple innings.
Absolutely. You saw Bryce do a lot of that too, like nibbling on the outside corner. Didn't get a lot of the calls that he wanted, but did a great job of staying on that outer half and not allowing the hitters to really pull anything. That's why there wasn't a lot of loud contact against Bryce. The hits that that he did give up were weak balls in the hole or weak balls down the line or a little blooper in there. But Bryce didn't really give up any weak contact. You see balls over the middle, and you see Dom hit a ball out. You see the opposing team hit a ball out against Hildy. So staying on that outer half of the plate, you can see number 2 here from the opposing team really getting his toes on the line of the box and trying to take away that outer half from Aiden Toll.
Strike 3, and that's the game. Wheaton Academy takes the win against West Aurora, 7-3. Great game by the Warriors on senior night. Jacob, thank you for joining me.
Absolutely, thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. Yep.
Yeah, great game from the Warriors. You know, come out on all cylinders, win this game 7-3. Just a gritty game overall. Getting it done late, Aiden Toll getting it done on the mound. Bryce Lego with the win today. Just overall, just a great job by the Warriors being able to be tough and withstand this team for 7 innings. They tried knocking on the door a couple times, but the Warriors were able to shut it on them there at the end.
Yeah, some of the highlights from this game, we got the Don Morell homer, great pitching from Bryce, some singles, some triples, but yeah, overall, really solid game from Wheaton Academy, and to hold this Aurora team to, like we said, only 3 runs, it's a great outing for them.
Absolutely, yeah. Thank you for having me on the mic.
Of course, yeah.
Always love talking some ball, and especially talking about, the school that meant so much to me in my high school, and being able to see them come back and be successful has been great as well.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you for joining us today from Wheaton Academy. Wheaton Academy wins 7-3 against East Aurora. Signing off.